Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I hope my hair is good. Yeah. Okay, in this video I'll be discussing betrayal. Yes, I'll be talking about betrayal and how to cope with betrayal. Very, very important. So if you've been betrayed before, I would advise you stick around and at least grab one or two things that would really help you in that journey. Betrayal is simply the violation of your trust by someone close to you. Most of the times, it is the person that is very, very close to you that would betray you. And you might have even betrayed someone else before. I have done that before. I'm sure most of us have done that before. And of course, we were not really okay. If you really have conscience, of course, you would not feel good about yourself. All right, so betrayal could, occur between romantic partners. Betrayal could occur, in form of probably your partner's infidelity towards you. Betrayal could also, come in form of maybe your friend trying to drop you for a new friend. Okay, he's not, feeling good about you anymore. He or she wants to have a new friend, and he feels like, oh, let me just go for somebody else. So in that regard, you would feel, betrayed. And betrayal could also be that you needed someone or a friend to defend you in an argument with others. So maybe one way or the other, you find yourself in an argument with other people, and you have a friend close to you, that you believe so much in. At least this person could do this person could do that, at least to defend me, say one or two things, but the person is not coming through. It could be that way. So in that regard as well, you could be, you could feel betrayed, okay? Or maybe your friend did not reach out to you, as at the time you were feeling so down, you wanted somebody around you, and you're feeling just so lonely, and your friend knew about this and decided not to show up. You could be betrayed as well. You could feel betrayed. So betrayal could come in several forms. And one more thing that I need to also add to this is that you may also feel betrayed by larger institutions like the government. Okay, especially in Nigeria. Our government, it is well with us in Jesus' name. Several times, everybody wants to leave the country. Everybody wants to go somewhere else, to start a new life, to start from the very scratch. Why? Because the government is not responding. The government does not care. Okay, so we are betrayed. We are being betrayed, especially during the last election. Anyways, betrayal is all rounder. So one way or the other, for me, I believe betrayal is part of life. So one way or the other, as you journey in life, you could be betrayed. Okay, so now before you can even think of ending a relationship after maybe a betrayal had occurred, of course, the very first thing that happened, or that comes to our mind is to just end the relationship. Yes, it happens to me. It happens to me because I just want to have my sanity back. I just want to, move on with my life. So I want to quickly end the relationship, okay, with the person that betrayed me. So it happens like that. So now some of the points you need to think about or probably ponder upon before you can decide whether or not to end the relationship. I have some point here. One is your loved one or your friend taking responsibility for their actions. Do you know that there are some people, maybe after they had betrayed you, or maybe after they had done something bad to you, they don't even feel anything. They are still denying it. So are they ready? Or is that person ready to take responsibility for his or her actions? Okay, that's number one. And number two, here I have, is your friend apologetic for the betrayer? Yes, your friend had betrayed you, and is he apologetic? You are the one to at least notice that in him or probably in her. Is he apologetic enough for the betrayer? And the third point is he remorseful and willing to make amends? Of course, betrayal could occur in several forms, like I said, and it could have a greater effect, even negative effect on you, or probably on your children, or probably your husband, on your emotions in general. So is the person, remorseful to the extent of, willing to make amends? You need to answer that question. And the last one is, are both of you willing to continue the relationship? Yes. Are both of you committed to continuing the relationship? So this is a question for probably most couples that have one way or the other, quarreled or probably had disagreement before. So either the both of you, are you willing to continue in the relationship even after the betrayal? So this is one of the most important questions that you need to ask yourself. Okay, so the last one here is that, is your relationship beyond repair? So it depends on the wound or the scar or probably the stigma that the betrayer is leaving upon your life. So then you ask yourself, can I go on with this relationship? Is this relationship beyond repair? Can I just continue with this relationship? Can we just, talk about this? A lot of things that you need to consider even before you decide to end the relationships. Okay, so, and the next aspect, which is the last one, is how to cope with feelings of betrayal. Of course, after you have been betrayed, you are, you feel so down. You are not happy. Most of the times you want to just, leave the environment. You want to go somewhere else and have a rethink and, think and just rest. A lot of things like that. So how do you cope with the feelings of betrayal? And I have some point here. You acknowledge the betrayal. Don't deny it. Don't pretend as if it never happened. It happens once in a while. Even people, something has happened and you are like, oh, let's forget it. Just acknowledge it, that this has just happened. So don't deny, don't pretend as if it did not happen. So acknowledge that it actually happened. Now the next one is, you sit with your feelings. Yes, of course, it is very normal and natural for you to cry, maybe after you have experienced or you have been betrayed. You want to cry. You might want to cry. You might want to scream. You might want to, just isolate yourself in a way. Just do it. If you need to shed tears, allow the tears to come out. Cry if you need to cry. Speak out if you have to. But the key thing is that you don't allow yourself to be immersed with negative feelings. Okay, now the next point is that you consider taking a break. Yes, this is so important. After you have been betrayed, if you can just take a break, leave the environment for probably somewhere else, and just get some rest. At times when you rest, when you take a break, you could even find a better way of dealing with it. You could even create some boundaries. Maybe you can even decide to move on with the relationship, but with some set boundaries. So it's possible. And that is why it's necessary for you to take a break. And the next one is that you practice self-compassion. Recognize your bravery, yes, and that you can even discover more about yourself. Yes, you know, at times when something happens, you have that feeling that, oh, so I can even deal with this. So this happened to me and I could survive it. One way or the other, you would have learned some lessons, okay, along the line. You would have learned your lessons and you would have even discovered more about yourself. Betrayal can lead to even growth. Yes, betrayal can lead to wisdom. Betrayal can lead to maturity. Yes, because at times you may be thinking, oh, I can't just take this. I can't take this. I won't do that for any reason. But when that thing actually happens, and one way or the other, you're able to come out of it, then you're stronger. You're stronger. Even the next time, you would know how to avoid such. You would know what to do if, you know, such a thing is about to reoccur. All right? So I think with this viewpoint of mine, I'm sure you would have, you know, grabbed one or two things, 1 or 2 points, 1 or 2 lessons, okay? So now, if you have been betrayed before, let me know in the comment section, and let me also know how you were able to deal with it. Yes, I want to also learn, because we are humans. We are humans. We have emotions. We have weaknesses. We have strengths. Yes, we have strengths. So I want to learn also, how were you able to cope with it? How were you able to come out of it? Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.